Good morning, it's your closet quilter. Today I'm going to show you my setup. I'm on a Cutie Frame, a Cutie hoop tabletop frame made by Grace Company, and I'm going to share with you my setup for this hoop quilting. I have, my machine is a Brother Novell 1500S, which is now the 1500 SL. It's a high-speed straight stitch domestic mid-arm. Okay, it has, after it's on the frame, I have 5-inch vertical space quilting, which is more than enough to do wonderful things on the Cutie Frame. Instead of a foot pedal, I use the Grace speed controller, and I use the pulse button for control so I don't get nesting at the beginning and end. For pantographs, I use the Grace laser. Now, on this particular aftermarket top carriage, it's the G2 top carriage for the Cutie Frame. They have handles on the back for pantographs, and I use my laser. I also have what are these called? The things that stop you from going forward or back. I forget what it's called. These things. That out. Okay. I also have a Sew Steady ruler base to do ruler work on. They make it specifically for your machine base, so you have to call them and give them the measurements, and they will make it specifically for your machine. A word about a machine. Best choices for machine. I get a lot of questions about this, and all I can say is regular domestic sewing machines, you can put them on the Cutie, but the only issue is, one, a lot of them don't have the throat space. Two, they're not made to be on a frame. They are multiple needle positions. They have multiple needle positions, and the movement that you do on the frame is different angles. It causes a thing called torque. That's stress on the needle housing. It may void out your warranty if there's damage. If you go too fast, whatever. If it's not made for it, probably don't want to use it. The best machines to use are domestic mid-arms, straight stitch high-speed machines, and mid-arms. Obviously, like the Unique series. Grace makes that. I don't know if other machine manufacturers fit on the Cutie base. You have to check that out. I have a Bernina sewing machine, and I'm looking into the fact that they're mid-arms to see if a mid-arm will work on the Cutie Frame. I don't know. It's something I have to look into. It's a measurement issue with the base. I can't afford a stationary frame. My Cutie Frame is what I use. So any machine you put on the Cutie, you need to research thoroughly. A lot of people use domestic longer throated machines, such as like the Jazz 2. I don't know anything about the Jazz 2. I would caution anyone using a domestic sewing machine to check their warranty if it will cover any damages being used on a frame before deciding to use it on a frame. The domestic mid-arms are cheap enough where you can probably get one. If you can afford a big fancy sewing machine, you surely can afford this. This machine was under $1,000, way under $1,000. Like, I got it for I think $400 used, and this machine will last 20 years, 25 years. It's all metal. It's a workhorse. So, enough said about that. Now, thread that I use high quality quilting threads. I use Glide. I also have used embroidery threads. I have a plethora of those. I use Our Fill, cotton threads, needles. I tend to use Microtex. And for your manufacturer, for your machine, you check your manufacturer what needles work best with your machine. For instance, the SL and the S that I have request that Schmitz is 130 over 705H, or number 65 through number 110. Or Oregon, HLX5, number 9 through number 18. So anything I get, Microtex or whatever, has to be within this range, because that's what works best with this machine. So another thing I have gotten is the Bungee Clips from Grace. These are excellent for smaller projects. Gives you the tension you need, the side tension you need. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I love it. The Cutie Frame also comes with 3 smoothie clips in the back and 2 rigidity clips in the front, and 2 side clips, little smaller rigidity clips. It's a great addition to any quilter's thing. I also, without forgetting to tell you this, I got the Husky height adjustable. I believe it's a 60-inch. It's more than enough room. Great addition. I have 2 drawers. I got the ones with the drawers, and that's more than enough room for my stuff. Anyway, that's my setup, and I hope this helps someone. Good luck in choosing your machine, and enjoy your Cutie Frame. Thanks for stopping by the Closet Quilter.